What's up everyone, Evo Revolution here, and today, I'm going to be ranking all the Gen 4 Pokemon again, but this time I'm going to be doing their shiny forms. Now, I was going through the list before I even started recording and everything, and I was looking at it going, you know, these shinies are honestly not as memorable as I thought it would be. This is honestly kind of a weak class with shiny Pokemon in my opinion, but I can't wait to rank them to see how I feel about it right on the spot. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So here we go, we got the tier list right here made up. S is going to be ranking for perfect, F all the way down to trash. I have the NA because it's mainly for the Megas. However, you probably noticed that Rhyperior and Ampipom are right here. They came with two. I don't know why. There was two of them on the list, and I said, well, I'm not gonna rank them twice. So let's go ahead and get started. And we're gonna start with Turtwig right here, and I think it's good. I think it's a really good shiny. I like the shiny, so I think it falls into the A tier. I think Grottle is also a really great shiny. Put it in the A tier. Torterra's, I don't think is as good. I think it kind of loses the, like it would be better if it kept the same colors as Turtwig, turning into that like tealish, but they kind of made it more yellow. And that's just how I feel. I just don't think it's as good as these guys. Chimchar, I kind of like it being a little bit more red, so I do like it. And the entire line is basically the same. They just turn the orange into red, and I think that's good. I kind of dig it. The entire Piplup line, though, you know, they all kind of get the same color, and I think they're all good. I don't think they're great. You know, they turn a little bit more darker. Actually, yeah, I would say that I like them. I like them. I don't think they're great, but I do like them. The Starly line, I honestly don't really care about the Starly and Staravia ones. I think Staraptor has a little bit of a better tone to it, especially the difference with its like afro haircut. So I think I'll go ahead and I like that. I do like that. Bidoof and Bibarel, I'm not really the biggest fan of their shinies in general. They're kind of meh. Kricketot and Kricketune, I'm not really a fan of them turning light. I think they're okay, but I don't think they're great. The Shinx line, all the way to Luxray, though, I honestly think those shinies are awesome. I don't think they're perfect, but I do think that they are honestly fantastic. Maybe S tier, but I'm definitely putting them down here as an A tier for now. Badoo, I'm not really the biggest fan of it at all. I don't personally feel like anything changed with it. Roserade, I do like it. I think it's cool. They changed the black and red, or the black and blue to red and purple. You know, actually, yeah, I like that a lot, actually. I do like that a lot. Rampardos and Craniodos, I think they're really good. I think they're really great. I do love those shinies, and I think they're honestly almost S tier perfect. It's just not there for me. It's just, they're on the threshold. Bastiodon and Shieldon, in my opinion, they're meh. Like, I mean, I can barely tell the difference on them, and I don't care for the Pokemon enough to be like, to put them in a I don't care tier. Like, I just straight up don't like those. Now, honestly, I've noticed that the Burmy and Wormadam line don't even shinies show up. I don't even know if they have shinies, but since this is what the list is giving me, they're all going in the F tier because there is absolute zero change whatsoever, and I don't like that. I just don't. Mothim, though, That's an S tier shiny. That is a fantastic shade of blue. And if I remember correctly, Mothim is actually orange. So turning it blue, that kind of blue and yellow, fantastic. Just perfect. Combee and Vespiquen, I dig it. I think it's a nice darker orange, so I'll put them up there in that like. Pachirisu, I love that shiny. I love the blue turning into pink. Just awesome. Floatzel and Weasel, I'm not really the biggest fan of it. Like, I honestly think they could have done something better. Cherubi, I don't really care for it. It's brighter. That right there, it's darker, I guess. It might be a little bit brighter. I can't even tell the difference, and it's almost going to go into the F tier. The reason why these guys are here is because there is no change. I'm not really the biggest fan of the Shellos and the Gastrodon shinies. Shiny Andrew really isn't that spectacular. I'm not really the biggest fan of it, but I don't care about it enough. Drifbloom and Drifblim honestly are perfect. I think they have a really nice, ironically they're the same color scheme as Mothim, but I think they differ enough, strongly enough to be on their own. I mean, those are great shinies to look at. Baneri and Lopunny, since they're both the pink, I do like them. I think they change enough for them to be noticeable. Mischievous, I think is great. I do like the color itself isn't so much that I like, but I love how different it looks from the Mismagius. The regular Mismagius, I think it looks great. Honchkrow, I like that a lot. Almost love it, but I do like it enough to put it here at B. If it was a darker blue, if it was darker purple, I would probably go ahead and put it in A, hands down. Perugly and Glameow, I'm not really the biggest fans of. I don't notice anything in you. Chimecho is honestly bad anyway. Stunky and Stunk Tank, I think are great. I love the shiny. I love the change on them. I think they're an excellent choice. Bronzong and Bronzor. I like them. I like them. I don't think they're great, but I like them. I think those are nice. Bonsly falls in the case of a really good, like really great. I do love that shiny a lot, and I think it's awesome. I don't really feel anything for Mime Jr. I don't see any difference in happening at all. I'm actually going to put him down in the F tier because I see zero actual change. I like Chatot. I think Chatot honestly looks more like a tropical bird, and I think that fits. Spiritomb is a absolute phenomenal, beautiful shiny, and definitely deserves to be S tier, without a doubt. Gibble, I love the Gibble shiny. I think the shiny for Gibble is fantastic. I think they did an awesome design, and I really wish the evolutionary line continued. Gabite, I like it. I like how it turns into like a darker tinted blue. I think it works well. Garchomp, on the other hand, I honestly think it's a D tier. Honestly, it deserves to be an F because even though there is enough of a change for it to be noticeable, a Pokemon that iconic should never have that bad of a shiny. Munchlax, I don't see a notable change enough for me to put it any higher because I dislike that it didn't change that much in my opinion. Riolu and Lucario, I love. I love these shinies. I love them a lot. I think they could have done something better for them to make them perfect, but I think the yellow works really well with them. Hippopotas and Hippowdon, not much of a difference for me. I don't really mind them that much. Scorpy is arguably a perfect shiny, but I'm going to put him in the S tier because I do love that shiny. That shiny is absolutely amazing on Scorpy, and I think it looks fantastic. Drapion, on the other hand, I don't see any notable change on it other than that blue, and I don't think that's good enough. Krogunk and Toxicroak, I think, are okay, but not okay enough to get put any higher than C. Yeah, a lot of these are going to start going into the C because I don't really care for the shinies that much. Carnivine's a C tier. Finneon is a C tier. Luminion's a C tier. The vibrant colors of Mantike work, but it's just not enough for me. I don't notice much of a difference. It's the dark blue. Like, it's supposed to be more green, but it's dark blue, and I like them enough just to keep them out of D. Weavile, I think, is perfect. Not perfect, I'm just joking. I like it. I love it, honestly. I think it's a great shiny, but I don't love it. It's not an S tier shiny. Looks like we got about... Magnezone is honestly kind of disappointing, just with an eye change. It's pretty disappointing. As much as I don't like Licky Licky, it's a good shiny because of the gold. It changes enough drastically for me to be like, yeah, that's nice. Rhyperior, I think, is alright. I'll put him right here in the C, where I'm not the biggest fan of, but I don't think it's an actual good one. Tangrowth, I actually love that shiny. I think the green complements it more than the blue, and I think that's definitely worth bragging about. Electivire and Magmortar, they all kind of have the same thing. A lot of these Pokemon are about to kind of have the same similar theme, but I don't think Electivire changes that much. Magmortar, I think, is better, but just okay. Togekisses, I don't think changes that much. Leafeon and Glaceon, I'm going to skip that. I'm going to skip Yanmega for a minute. They don't change that much. Not enough for me to go, ooh, that's good. Yanmega, though, I like. I think Yanmega has a good shiny, and I think it deserves to be in the B tier. Gliscor, I think, has an amazing shiny, and I love the shiny a lot. I think it's honestly perfect, so I'm going to slap him in the S tier. Mamoswine is one I like. I think it could have had a better color, but I like it. I think it looks good. Porygon Z, I love the shiny. The swapping the red with the blue, I think it's always a great combo to switch around. I'm going to put him in the A tier. Glade, I love the Glade shiny. There's enough difference for me to acknowledge it, and I love Glade as a Pokemon in general, so I think that works. You got Nosepass over here as a love, because it works. The color change is nice on Nosepass or Probopass. I don't like Probopass as a Pokemon at all, but it's like a Golden Compass theme, and I like that. Dusknoir, I'm not the biggest fan of. I don't think it changed enough for me. And same thing with Frostlass. I don't think there was enough notable change for me to even consider putting it any higher. Now, I do love the Rotoms. I think the Rotoms turning into a darker red, and they all kind of keeping... I think it would be a lot cooler. I think they might be even arguably perfect if they kept the same aura. But I love the color of their shinies, and I think it works perfectly. I think that Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf shinies are about the same as their normal forms. You look at them and you go, okay, that's neat. That's about all I got. Dialga. I think Dialga is a great shiny. I love it. Almost a perfect one, just not there in my opinion. Palkia, on the other hand, I'm not the biggest fan of. I think they could have made a better shiny, and Palkia just wasn't it. What he got wasn't it. Heatran's the same way. They could have done something much better, and they just didn't. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Regigigas, I love the shiny. I think changing it to a darker blue was a good idea. Regigigas is okay at best, though, as a Pokemon, but it's shiny. I like it a lot. Giratina, in its origin form, have one of the best shinies, and it's possibly the best shiny in Generation 4. Just a phantom, perfect Pokemon with the perfect color scheme for a shiny. Lunala, I would put that in the perfect tier. I actually think that purple and blue looks really nice. I think it complements it well, and even arguably looks more of a moon Pokemon, or you know, like a lunar Pokemon with those color schemes than it does in its normal form. Fiona and Manaphy, I don't see any difference in whatsoever, so I'm putting them right there. Darkrai, going to go ahead and say the Darkrai is probably a B tier. I put him in A tier because I love how it turns from a black to like a purple. I think that's really nice, and I think that works really, really well. We got whoopsie. We got Shaman that are kind of okay at best, honestly. I don't think they're super great. Darker colors are nice, but I just don't think they change enough other than the green. In Arceus, I feel like it's good to have it as a, you know, gold for like basically godliness, but I think it's likable at best. I put it as a B tier. I think it's a B tier shiny. And then to rank the shinies, the top tier shinies that I believe are the best in Generation 4, Giratina and Origin Form Giratina, they're interchangeable. So you can swap here or here, it doesn't matter. But they're the best shiny for sure. Spiritomb follows suit. I'll edit that. Spiritomb follows suit. And then we're going to go ahead and put Gliscor after Spiritomb, Lunala right there. I like honestly, like right there. I think that's how I would rank my Gen 4 shinies. And I think right here, yeah. So yeah, I think this is how I'm going to go ahead and rank my favorite shinies of Gen 4. And this is how I would rank Generation 4 shinies as a whole. So I think I'll go ahead and wrap up this video. Appreciate everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like this type of content. I plan on making the Generation 5 list here within a time frame. I'm not exactly sure when, but I'm planning on making it soon. Please let me know in the comment sections what you thought about my list, and if you think certain Pokemon should have ranked higher or lower. I think this is probably one of the first lists where everything was more kind of spread out amongst. Like I said, I didn't think this was the best class of shinies that Pokemon has introduced. But, you know, please tell me what you think about it. And I can't wait to do this with you guys later on. But until then, later.